Afternoon, everyone. I think it's afternoon. Now, I've got some of this trim, and a lot of people don't really know what to do with it, but it makes fantastic flowers. So I'm going to make a flower from this, and I just need my needle and thread. I will put a knot in the end, but I don't think I'll push the thread right to the end. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. It's 3 layers but 6. And what we're going to do is take it down the middle. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm going to take it straight down the middle. Starting on, I'm going to fold that in and then start on this end. I don't think I'll pull it yet because I might have to pull it back. Now, because it's gathered, it's pleated, I'm not going to need that much of this. Just sew it straight down the middle. I'll probably get 2 out of this, to be honest. Yeah, I don't need any more than that. So what I'm going to do is just to cut that. So if you can get this layer, we did sell it, but this is the last piece, I think. But if you can get it layered, it's tulle, then do get it, and you can make lots of flowers out of it. So hang on, let me get that out of there because I've just got that caught up. Moving it down to the end when I can trim that off, tie that up and pull it tight like that. And you could use it as a bow, or you can turn this into a flower. And right now I'm going to turn it into a flower. So we've got it like that. Pull that around and then we split it the opposite way. And look at that. You've got a perfectly good layered flower. So I'm just going to sit that down and get a little bit of felt. And you'll find what I did with my felt. And just do that. I'm going to pop that on top, just to centreize it mainly. And we do that. Now, what you've got to do, you can leave it like that, but what I like to do, because we had it one way and then we flipped it the opposite way, is just to add a touch of glue to pin them bits down. Don't worry about that, we can sort that out. Pin them down so they don't undo and spoil your new flower, like that. And if we're not happy, we just trim that bit off. Move all this out of the way. See, I love using this stuff. Again, we did have it in the shop. I'm not sure if we've got any left. This is my own stuff. I've cut it long enough for me to do that with it and fold that in half. And then what you do is I'm going under the 2 layers, under the top layer, and I'm just going to lift up, sit that in there and flap that over like that. And then what you can do, see where we've got these oddments here, unless I want it left like that, I can take the bigger ones and we just flip them back up like that. I might want to do that one like that, flip that back over, and then you snip these where you want to snip them. They come out, never mind, just take it off. It's just for decoration. Oh, my scissors. They want turning because they come undone sometimes. Yeah, so they've come out. We don't fuss about that. I'm going to snip that here. And that. I don't like them too long, but I like plenty on them. So I'm just going to... I'm not bothered about that section there because we've got a middle to put in yet. And I just add them where I want them. That'll do. I'm okay with that. Flip that section back over it. Take rid of those. And then I can just snip off the oddments on the end. And there I can just see there's a plain bit of that plastic. And I think I'm just going to add that there. Okay. Right, and I can snip that. I just want that one. Okay, so we've got that. And then what I'm going to do is to make a nice flower and cut, look at my new nails. When I say new, they are mine. I've just grown them and used that builder gel to grow them again. I have a little bit of this one. Yes, I'm going to use that. Don't waste anything. So I'm just going to sew this into a little flower. Thread through and then just stitch it off at the back. Little loop, tie that off. And then we can just glue these two bits together. Like that. Finger and thumb. Even that out. With a perfectly good flower. To do this with. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. And then I think what I'm going to do is I do have a nice big pearl here. I'm going to pop that pearl in the middle, push that down to lift this up, and then it'll lift that up as well. See, like that. Perfectly good flower. Headband, lapel, bag, jumper, make it a brooch, whatever you want to do with it. So that's that one. So I'm going to put that back in the bag. So what I'm doing is I'll show you. I do have this, they're all oddments I've been using, see? And I just use them up, all the little bits and pieces. So again, it's double. It's a tulle on the back and a cotton on the front. And you don't need very much of it at all. Very simple to do. So we'll cut that as straight as we can. So, like I said, I've got enough left on my needle. And again, we just start. And we're going to give that a little tacking stitch. And pull it. Pull it taut and then stitch it. Do you know what? I could do it a different way. No, I'm going to do it a different way. Because I can. So, just ignore that little bit there. Okay, let's start this again. Okay, where are we? Here we are. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to fold that in half. Just like that. Do the tacking stitch. Keep that taut as I'm sewing it. And just do that along the middle. But I'm folding in half to do that. And pulling it tight at the same time. Keep going. Oh, that's same again. Oops, a daisy. Okay. And I'm just going to cut that. So if you have this in your stash, it's only about the piece I've done 6 inches long. That's all you need. And then we join that back at the beginning, see, like that, and pull it. And then we can fold that back. Tack this off. One more, I think. And then, now what I'm going to do with that bit is to trim that down from there. I don't want it to get in the way. Okay. So we've got that, and you see, you're like a double layered, well, it's triple layered because it's like that. So you've got a nice little flower that can add to another flower. Let me just get a little bit of felt. This could do with one of those that we did yesterday, like on the cluster. And just round this off. Like that. Turn that over. And we're going to put this on here. Although I need another glue stick. It eats glue sticks, my glue gun. Somebody asked yesterday, how many glue sticks have I used in the, you know, the time I've been on, I think she said YouTube. Thousands. Hundreds of thousands, probably. Because I craft not just when I'm doing it for you lot, I do it for myself as well. See, so we've got that little double layered flower. So you can use this type of thing. And then again, we can add in a little pearl like that. We could add some stamen in. Let me just see what I've got. Now, I've got that colour. Let's see that colour. Too small. It needs a bigger one. Sometimes you just have to see which one suits and which one will go. My glue stick is definitely not working like it should. So, taking the large pearl, pop it in, push it down, lifts up the fabric. See? And there you go. You've made a little filler flower that you can do and add to a cluster. Add it as a pin. You know, you can wear it as a little brooch. Hang some chain from it. You can do whatever you want from them. Or with them. Because it's so easy to do a little filler. And this one you can, because it's gathered, it's pink and white, this one. But because it's gathered, you can actually see how far you need to take it. And a long piece, 12-inch piece, you'll probably get 3 to 4 flowers out of it. To be honest. Because it's gathered, it doesn't take that much. So let's have a look at this. That's the right way, so we need it that section. There we go. Again, put a knot in your thread. Do yourself a tacking stitch. You're just sewing basically the two ends together. But if you do it like this, on the needle, like that, and that's all level, nice and even, pull that through, and you let go, look, almost immediate, a few stitches has got a beautiful little flower. I'm just going to do 2 more stitches, and then cut that. It's gathered, it's quaint. And a little flower filler. So let's go back to the beginning. And you just grab them like that, pull them in your fingers, pull the thread through to the back, and a couple of tacking stitches, that's all you need. You don't even need to glue these together or stitch them together. Finger and thumb in the middle to even them out. And then you just need a little pearl in the middle. Like that. Put that to one side. I am going to put a little back on it because it's easy. I threw this bit out yesterday, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it up, to be honest, because you'll only need a small piece to add to the back. Pop that on there like that. Waste not, want not. And yeah, that can now be added to anything. And if I were to do another cluster, look how pretty they are, like that. So that's today's. I do have some videos to continue with, to finish off, like this. I will be doing it shortly. I just have to get in the right frame of mind. We got as far as that, didn't we, with the house, and that's going to be a plaque, as broken windows and all sorts. So I will get back to doing that, definitely, and I'll try and get that done between this week and next week. But I have a lot to do at the moment because I'm clearing the shop out. Now listen, I keep getting asked, am I leaving YouTube? No, I am not leaving YouTube at all. Not for the foreseeable future. Am I closing the eBay store? It's closed, finished. Am I closing the Wix store? Yes, round about the end of September. If you want anything, I've still kept on that 40%. Now look, before the 40%, everything I sold was this quality, really good quality, excellent quality, to be honest, and lots of it for your money. But money's tight everywhere, and I can't afford to keep it running without the sales. And if I was selling it for the price that other people are selling it for the quality you're getting, basically, is what I mean, I would have been shut months ago. But I don't sell to make a profit. I sell to be able to keep things going for other people to craft. In the meantime, of course, it pays enough, or it paid enough to pay charges, because you've got eBay, PayPal, bank, everything. It's a running business. It was a running business. It still is until the end of September. So you can buy from the shop until September. Now, if you don't run and get them at 40% off, I'm not going any lower. I have to get the money back that I actually paid out as much as possible. And so the sales will go on. Now, once the shop is shut, I will be doing packs of things. So there'll just be a bundle of stuff to craft with. You'll have beads, laces, ribbons, leaves, lots and lots of things that you can play around with, and they'll be done in bundles for a set price. It will be way below its value. The price will be way below its value, and it'll be first come, first serve, because the stock I have, apart from my own stock, everything else has to go. And yeah, that's the way it is. If I kept the customers coming, and I don't know how to do that because I only advertise myself, but if I could keep the customers coming and keep the shop open, I would. I've been at this 15 years. And so it's heartbreaking for me to give it up. But if the money's not there, the sales aren't there, should I say, not the money, but the sales, then I can't keep going. And you know what? So be it. Sod it. At the end of the day, I can do a lot more with my life. I've spent 15 years helping others. And maybe it's time for me to do something for me and my husband, and we can sit back, enjoy life. I'll still do some videos, but not as many as I was, but we'll just sit back and enjoy it. So yeah, why not? I probably will still be getting bits and pieces, but you know, they'll be just kits. It'll be just kits, nothing more than kits. I won't be doing individual items like I do today, and what, you know, like I've been doing. So I might just buy the stuff what I need to put a kit together and sell the kit. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So there you go. That's how it's going to be. And unfortunately, there's nothing more I can do about it. But if you want a bargain, go to the shop, grab it now before the shop shuts. Because when it shuts, that's it. Apart from the bits I'll do on like small kits and whatnot. Okay? I thank everybody for all the support, whether it's verbal, you know, they've bought something from me or they've bought something from the shop. I will be eternally grateful. And thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now.